Everyone, this is totally Sassy T from the 803. How are you guys doing today? Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm glad you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. I am. Before we get started, remember all things on this channel is alleged in my opinion. It is for learning, teaching. It is for sheer entertainment when entertainment applies, okay? Because we do reality TV here and reality, okay? Okay. You guys, I just want to piggyback off of something. I heard Funky Dineva giving his commentary on the Shanquella Robinson case. He said that he did not watch the video. He had a great objective view, but if you didn't watch the video, then the objective view doesn't really apply. I understand what he was saying about Nazir Wiggins. You know, some of his timeline is off, and that could be because some of the timeline that we're getting from the authorities and the Cabo 6, well, at the time 5, were off. Okay, no, well, 6 including Shanquella. Then when Nazir came, it was 7. Okay. But he asked a great question, and I just want to talk about the question that Funky Dineva asked. He asked this question. He said that if you and I are out and, you know, my friend girl has a beef with another friend girl, they get into a fight, I sit around and watch, and as a result, this young lady that she got into an altercation ended up passing away. Should I go to jail with her? And that was a great question to talk about. And tonight at 6 o'clock, we will talk about it, okay? But I'm going to talk about it in my opinion, and objectively and subjectively, and by the law, okay? You guys, we've all been young, and we've all gotten into a fight. We've all gotten scratched up, hair pulled, slapped around, but we still live through it. There was a fight between two people. One person inserted themselves, which was Dejanay. She was the aggressor. Another person was not even aware that there was a fight going to happen, okay? She was asleep. She did not even think about a fight. She did not even think to the fact that she would even not make it home that day. She was having a good time, and she was attacked. Pulled out her bed, attacked over and over and over, while others sat there and watched. Not only did the day before, she was talking, recording, and she was like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? They're all back in the room. All of them except Nazir, because he wasn't there yet. Plotting and planning, and iced her out. And she was ready to have a good time, but they were back there making up stuff or either talking about something that they didn't like. Instead of being adults, they didn't talk to her about it, and they did things that they know how to do. They resolve issues by fist, okay? Not by communication, okay? So, back to the question at hand. If my friend was fighting, and this young lady came to her and she was in her right mind, and she was able to defend herself, the opponent, and they both get into a physical fight in their right mind, and someone ended up passing away because of the injuries of that fight, you can still go to jail for involuntary manslaughter, okay? And depending what state you're in, you knew this was going to happen. You knew that this fight was going to happen, but you did not do anything to intervene. You didn't call the police. Depending on the state, you can be guilty by association. Nursing, it don't matter where you are. If you know someone is deliberated and has been doing illegal substances, taking the patient's medication, and you know it and you don't report it, you can lose your license and go to jail. How I know? Because I've seen it happen, okay? I've seen it happen personally. I've seen 6 nurses that knew a certain manager was taking illegal substances from the patient and refilling it with water and selling it as well. And they knew, and every one of them got locked up and lost their license. Guilty by association. Okay? Now, morally, I would be, friend, don't be out here fighting. Friend, don't do that. Let's go. Friend, this and that. I'm not going to sit here and watch you fight, because that's just not who I am. I conduct myself by the law. I conduct myself in a womanly way, but don't push me. You know what I'm saying? Don't push me. Because if you push me, then I have to protect myself. There's a difference. Shanquella did not have the time to protect herself. That girl sneak attacked her, okay? That was a coward move, okay? So, if I had a friend that was going to be in an altercation, the first thing I would do is talk her down, okay? I'm not going to let her go out here and get hurt, and then I have to live with that for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do that. No ma'am, no ham. We're not going anywhere where you might have a verbal altercation and something end up happening and you go to, prison or something like that. So first of all, with me, you're not going to be fighting, okay? If you are not grown enough to communicate and find out why this young lady is mad at you, because, it has to be over something that somebody said, over some young man, some lie. Some people just don't like you because you are who you are, okay? As Melody Shari on Love and Mary Tunstfield. They don't like her just because of who she is, honey, okay? And so, yes, this is... Objectively, I see what Funky Dineva was saying. I do. Subjectively, I don't. First, he had some facts wrong. He had the fact that Nazir was not there. That was correct. He had the fact that Dejanay sneaked attacked Shanquella. That was fact. But the fact that he didn't have right was not just one person was recording and standing around. They were all recording. Winter. It was Alyssa Hyatt that we just found out was recording and not intervening. Okay? So we don't know if it was Winter intervening or if it was Alyssa. By the evidence, it looks like it might have been Winter intervening or instigating and did the final blow, allegedly. Okay, so I look at it objectively. Yeah, when people go on trips, you know, their friends, young people can get jealous, and they might do stuff that end up being you know, reckless. But when you're in a different country, you have to be careful. You can't come around here acting in a different country like you act in America. Okay? And that's not objectively. That's subjectively. You have to abide by the laws. You have to be a law-abiding citizen in America and wherever you go for the days that you are there. Because just like Brittany Renner, look where she is, doing hard labor. She wasn't a citizen. She was just there on a job visa playing basketball. You might have been a star there, but they don't care. You're still an American. Okay? And people don't get that. And these kids, these young adults, let's put it this way, they understood because they graduated college, they went to college, they worked, they did this, they did that, they have to communicate, but they went there with an agenda. And from what it seems, the agenda was to whoever they were mad at, which was Shanquella, they wanted everybody to record it and see it and release it. And her best friend, yes, sat there and watched. And another fact that Funky Dineva got wrong, it was not Malik that went and talked to the mother. It was Khalil. Khalil Cook came 4 days in a row. When he found out what happened, he ain't been seen since. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that something fishy is going on. This is not. This is objectively and subjectively. I'm looking at it from a feeling point and a viewpoint. The facts. Objectively, I have been doing this from the facts, and I have subjectively given my opinion, my feelings on the case. And my feeling is there is something that these two did not like about Shanquella. All six of them. I can't say Nazir because Nazir wasn't there. Okay, I can objectively look at him in a way that I can't put my feelings there because he was not there until after fact. Okay, whether he knew about it or not, that's to say we don't know. All right, we don't know if he knew about it. But the simple fact of the matter is, these were 7 people on the trip. 1 did not make it home. Let's do the facts from there. They called the doctor, told the doctor it was alcohol poisoning. Doctor come an hour later, says assesses her, says she's worse than she was. They say, no, it was just alcohol poisoning because when we left out, allegedly, she was just sleeping. And so when we came, the maid called us and told us that, she found her on the floor. So she must have fell out the bed or was trying to go to the bathroom or blase. Can you just give her an IV and see would that help her? Doctor tried to get her an IV. She noticed that Shanquella was going down. She called the EMTs. Allegedly, they gave 14 rounds of CPR. Allegedly, they gave 6 shocks. Allegedly, they gave 4 rounds of adrenaline. She was pronounced dead at military time at 17:57. Standard time, regular time, 5:57 p.m. Okay? So the police was there. They took the statement. All right? They didn't do an investigation. They just went by what they said. Because they had prior to the 26th, another Black American who was robbed, kidnapped, and unalive there. They just took what they said and put it in a folder and hope it would have blew over. Then the autopsy report came back and it blew the whole case wide open. Gerardo Zuniga and Gerald Jackson, who now is some type of extortionist, has blew the case up. Now, what Gerald Jackson got to do with this case and how did he get the videotape? We think it was Malik that leaked it. But he the best friend of Dejanay. Oh, you love Dejanay, Malik. You just love him. Okay. Okay. But we honestly think it was Malik that leaked that video because it has been proven that it was Alyssa Hyatt also recording. Malik was standing behind her recording, and Khalil was on the left of her recording. Now, where was Winter? Probably somewhere getting ready to jump. That video, they say, has not been seen, but the father has verified that there is a video. Gerardo Zuniga has verified that it was a video, but he said that it was Dejanay that did all the aggression that led to her unaliveness. The unaliveness of Shanquella. So again, I say no. If I have a friend that I know is going to be an altercation, the altercation is between two adults who are consenting to hash it out, and they both altercated in a physical attack on each other. But Shanquella, there's a difference. She had no idea she was going to be attacked. So objectively, that doesn't apply to her. So feelings of the YouTubers and everyone that's covering this, even Nancy Grace, who broke it down pretty much like I broke it down. Nancy Grace did an awesome job on this. She even interviewed a physician who verified everything that we medical has been telling everyone. But it's like, no, we get attacked because we're actually telling the truth. And we want justice. And then people come up under your comments and make cruel comments saying, y'all just off and this and that, which I know those your friends. I know those Dejanay friends up under there trying to, protect her and this and that. Honey, let me tell you something. I ain't protecting nobody that sneaked attacked a person that couldn't fight for themselves. No. That's a punk move. I'm not protecting nobody because I got to live my life. You did that. You made that choice. You pay for that choice. We all have choices in life. They chose to say nothing. They are still choosing to say nothing. They sat around. They laughed. They giggled while she was being attacked brutally. And her demise. Not only did they watch her unalive, they left her there, abandoned her body while they took her money, allegedly, went out, made a plan to say it was alcohol poisoning, called them, said they found her on the floor. They all run back pretending like they were so concerned and trying to wake her up. By that time, Nazir had gotten there and he was like, what's going on? What happened? It was, going on. What's going on? Why is she looking like this? Why is she all messed up? And stuff like that. And at the time, you got to understand, Nazir at the time thought it was alcohol poisoning until he saw the bruises and bumps on her face. And if I was just coming, I'm like, yeah, she might have fell and bumped her head, but not like this. So he's just as guilty for withholding information. Okay? Just as guilty. You guys, it's sad. And then the authorities come. They do a police report. They don't even investigate. They just go by what the 6 says. They don't even go by what their laws is, which is to arrest and detain until a full investigation has been done. They just let them go back to the States. They get here. Khalil goes to her mother's house All of them go to the mother's house, tell them that, you know, she has passed from alcohol poisoning. They don't get her nothing back. No phone, no nothing but her luggage. That's it. Then Khalil keeps coming around the family just to see what the family knows. Guilt. That's not speculation. That's truth. That's fact. And once he found out that there was an autopsy, he had to go back and tell them, y'all, we in trouble. We are in trouble. The autopsy showed everything. We in trouble. We got to spread out. Ain't been seen since. So I look at it objectively and I look at it reality. Okay, the reality is we see this, have seen this, and this went wrong. This is something they ain't done one time. They've done this several times. We know this because it's too easy for them. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit around and film somebody getting beat up. We're at a game and this old man was getting jumped on by these young people because they were vaping in a facility they wasn't supposed to. And this older man had COPD and they jumped him. And I was filming a kickoff and just so happened that he got in, the fight was in my film. Did I like it? No. I didn't know what was going on. I thought they were just drunk and brawling. Because see, that's the difference. That wasn't my friends. They were just some random people out here fighting and fooling around. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought, like, oh Lord, they done got drunk. Look at them. Maybe I get some footage and somebody get in trouble. I can put it out there if somebody asks me about it. But it wasn't to be entertainment. It was like, you were in my kickoff. I'm trying to get the kickoff. So I didn't know them. But guess what happened? Somebody went over there and broke it up. Somebody stopped it because it was wrong, period. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing to stop this fight. Nothing. But filmed it and shared it. So that's my take on it. I mean, I can go into a lot more detail. Excuse me, y'all. I just woke up. I'm trying to get me some, got me some coffee, picking up some meds. So, just trying to make rationalizing this easy. Okay. And I know Funky Dineva didn't see the video. I didn't want to see it, but I had to see it to get my facts straight. And this didn't it evoked emotion out of me, but it also evoked, okay, let's get these facts together. Okay, let's do this. Let's get the facts together. And that's what happened. And the fact is, this young lady was ambushed and had no idea she was going to be ambushed. And these 6 cowards sat around. Well, 5 cowards sat around at the time and videotaped her. And let's not forget, she was only 5'1" and weighed 100 pounds. So it didn't take much. Whereas Dejanay is like 5'10", 5'11", they said. Way bigger than she is, got a longer stretch than she does. It doesn't matter how small you are. If you're a fighter, you're a fighter. If you're not, you're not. And Shanquella just was not a fighter. And when you get somebody off, you in the deep sleep and you drag them out the bed and you screaming and beating on someone and you can't even get yourself together. It's like, what? Wait, what? What's going on? Come on now. Don't take a rocket scientist. Anyway, you guys, we're going to talk about this more tonight. Y'all get y'all answers together. 6 p.m. we will be live. Okay, we shall be live at 6 p.m. We are going to talk about a lot of stuff. And Think about it. Just think about it. Okay? All right. Think about the question I asked earlier. And we would talk about it. So you guys, the Move Fund is still going on. It is to December the 18th. I am trying to get, as much as possible before then. And I encourage each and every one of you to be in a giving spirit and give to the Cash App. $ Teresa Lindsay 12. Consider subscribing and joining the channel. There are other ways you can give. You can give through super chats. You can give through the heart emoji. A lot of people have been doing that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that has given. And I appreciate it, and my family appreciates it as well. Okay? It has kept them afloat. Has kept this family afloat. Okay? And I'm telling you, everyone that gives, who wanted to give but gave prayers for this, you're going to be blessed tremendously. All right? So, okay, you guys, I will see you later. I will probably do a live about 6, like I said, but I would do another commentary on Love and Marriage Huntsville once I watch it on my daughter's tablet. I'm not going to watch it on my TV. Because I am an active participant in the Black Eyed People. The other bloggers say, what's the difference? Why are you blacking out? We got to make a change. We cannot have people coming on the shows that can be a potential danger to someone. That is a no-no. Okay? Ain't nobody life worth that little bit of money Carlos King Quang is paying. Okay? Ain't nobody marriage worth all that. Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels recognize that. She said they don't pay her enough to mess up her marriage. And she ain't going to do it. Even if they did pay her enough, she ain't going to mess up her marriage. So, okay, I get it. Some things you just got to stand by. You got to have morals and standards for. These people don't have no standards, no morals. They just do whatever. Okay, so anyway, we'll talk about that later. You guys have a beautiful morning, afternoon, and I will talk to you later. Bye.